What's going on, team? Welcome back to another video. So on the last video we were over on the west coast, we're now on the east coast in the beautiful seaside town of Kaikoura. So this one here today, we're going to be tackling the Kaikoura Peninsula Walkway. It's a very popular walk here, and especially on a day like this, there's not a cloud in the bloody sky. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to take you guys on the walk, show you exactly what to expect. Nice and simple. Let's get up and do it, shall we? So as you can see, this is where we are now at the car park. There's a multitude of different walks that you can do here on the peninsula, all ranging in different times. So as you can see, the different walk times correspond to the different locations. So today we're going to be doing the short walk from the car park and Point Keen viewpoint all the way up to Whalers Bay. You'll get some steps down along the coast and walk back via the same way. So it's a nice, simple, easy track. Bit of incline to start with, along the top of the cliff, down some steps, all along the bottom where all these seals are and all the uplifted ground, coming back. Now you get a better idea. This one here obviously is the proper photograph. We're over here at the car park. You walk all the way along the cliff face, all the way down to about here, where you walk down some steps where this big rock is, and then you walk all the way along the bottom of the coast, going and seeing all the uplift before going back to the car park. So it's a nice, simple, easy track to do. It can be done by anyone. Just be mindful you can't do this with a pushchair, but you can do it with little kids. So that little piece of incline that we've just literally done then, 2 minutes worth of incline, is the only incline on this entire track. So as we said in the beginning, you have that piece of incline in the middle from the car park. Now you literally just walk along the top of the cliff face before getting to the Whalers Bay viewpoint, and then you just go down those steps, walk along the bottom. So it's a super easy walk to do. The day today is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, we're just in shorts and t-shirts and singlets in the middle of winter. The views around us are absolutely amazing. Off to one side you've got the ocean, off to the other side you've got the beautiful Alps. Absolutely amazing. So we've been on the track for approximately 5 minutes, and if you've never seen them before, this is where you get the first sight, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, of fur seals. So all the way around this track, these little tiny black dots, the brown dots when you get closer, all fur seals. There's multiple colonies all the way around the coast here. So yet again, if you've never seen them before, this walk is a prime opportunity to get your eyes on and get nice and close to them.
So some of this that you can see down here was actually all beneath the ocean at one point. Now on the 14th of November 2016, Kaikoura was hit with a massive earthquake at 7.8 on the Richter scale, and the impact and the intensity of that earthquake actually uplifted a lot of the seabed, and that's what you can see down here, which we're going to take you on the walk.
So this is how easy the track is. Just walking on grass, nice and flat, beautiful, absolutely beautiful walk. So now is a really good opportunity to get a good sighting of all that tectonic uplift. So all the sea floor, as you can see, the tide's down as well. So all the way around us, off the edge of the cliff, is all that uplift from the sea floor. And down at the bottom, if you can see hopefully on the camera, all those black smidges, they're all seals. We'll eventually get on down there, as you can see the track from the top, the track that leads right by them. So yet again, we'll get a good eyes on, and up here you get a good panoramic view of what's to come. So that rock that I told you in the beginning, that's the big rock over there that you walk down to. So that Whalers Bay walkway, that's as far as we go, and then we walk all the way down the bottom. So now's probably a good time to mention as well, considering we get such a good vantage point from up here, that most of Kaikoura is actually a protected marine reserve. So there are heavy regulations on what can be fished here at what times of the year. Kaikoura is very famous for its whale watching, its abundance of different seal colonies, its high population of dolphins, as well as lots of different seabirds. So it is a very popular place for ocean enthusiasts. A lot of research goes on down here as well. So here, as you can see down below us, where all these seals are chilling out, is a protected colony. So yet again, year round, nobody can come here and do any damage to it. It is protected by dock. That's why it's on this walkway and an integral part of it. Very interesting part of the country, and if you've never seen the animals down here, it's well and truly worth bringing the family down here.
Usually bring boots. And I just washed my shoes.
Boots. I told her to bring boots. I told her to bring boots. She wears trainers.
God, don't get me falling over this time. It's very slippery though.
It's not if you're wearing boots.
Look, they've had some rain.
So before, when I mentioned about the protection of all the marine species here in Kaikoura, as you can see behind us, this unique special fence, so they protect the animals on land as well. So for anyone not from New Zealand, you may not have seen these before. These are called predator fencing. So the way that they're designed, they've got round tops, so animals can't climb up them and then scurry over the top, they slip. As well, underneath, they're buried about 1.5 meters to 2 meters underground to stop those burrowing animals that go underneath fences. So they're what is known as predator fences. Keeps things like stoats and things like that out of areas with birds. So yeah, predator fencing. Right, so we finally got to the Whalers Bay section. So this is the on that map that we saw before, that walking across the top till we got to the bay. Now we're going to be walking down the steps, which leads down to the bottom where the uplifted seafloor is. And now we just walk all the way along the bottom, looking at all the marine life before going back to the car park. So for this section here, this is the cliff face section done. Going to read the signs as we always do, and then we're going to go down and take you guys with us. So we made it to the bottom, which is awesome. So you just walk through the forest. You've now popped out on this open plain at the bottom. That over there, that big rock that I was talking about on the map from the beginning, that's where we've ended up. So here, nice and simple. Come here, you can see one track which people have made to go towards the car park. This track here, which leads to that rock. You can also go right and you can keep going, exploring more down the corner. We're doing that shorter 3-kilometer walk, which is 1.5k to this point, 1.5k back. Beautiful day. So now we're going to just walk back along the bottom where all the rock pools and all the uplifters from the seafloor. We'll get down there and we'll go now. We'll show you what you can expect to find in terms of animals and all the shells and all that stuff. So if you bring in your kids, what to expect, they'll love it. Right on sea level. The tide's out at the moment, so there's a shitload of rock pools to go around and explore. It's what we both love doing. We're nerds by nature, we love it. But we're just going to go through all the rock pools now and have a look around. And here on the coast in Kaikoura, you can find all sorts of cool species of starfish and all different kinds of shellfish, paua, kinna, loads of different types of crabs. So obviously it's a really good opportunity to come down here, spend a bit of time just going through the rock pools and just having a bit of a play with the slow, easy, gentle walk on the way back. So let's get down in those rock pools, shall we? One thing you'll come to learn about Lauren is she's absolutely obsessed with the natural world. She will spend hours upon hours upon hours staring into a puddle if there was even the smallest chance of there being anything in it. Bless her. So these places here keep her amused for hours. Trailing behind, looking at every single rock and shell. Bless her. Tide's starting to come in. One thing that's really important to note here, so when you guys decide to do this yourself at whatever time of the year, Tides. So because this place here, you start by walking at the top of the cliff, then coming back down to sea level and walking along the coast. Certain times of the day the tide comes in. At the moment, as you can see behind us, we've got approximately 20 plus meters between the rocks and the ocean, so it's really nice wide berth to walk on. When the tide starts coming in, some areas along this walk closes into less than 5 meters between the rock face and the water, and if there is a seal in your way, just sunbathing, sleeping, whatever they do, you are not getting past that without a bit of aggression from the seals. So it is important to take note of your surroundings. It's very easy here to just be looking at the floor, looking at shells, but you must keep vigilance that we're looking up, because lo and behold, those brown New Zealand fur seals do blend in really well with these rocks. You go standing on a fur seal, you'll bloody know about it. There we go, up close and personal, our first seal, and she's a big girl too.
Also note that between May and September is like the prime time for the seals to have their pups, so just be really cautious, because if they have got their babies, they are a little bit more vicious, I would say.
Wee little teepee, you can climb up inside it, get some photos, but it's awesome to see that it just never gets destroyed and it just always stays here. So as you can see, that was the little teepee behind us. Just attached to that is this first little bay here. This is the first major seal colony. This one here is the first one. Over in the distance there, that's the big one. But this one here is the first opportunity to get up close and personal with the seals. Pretty self-explanatory. These signs are everywhere. These ropes here, all the way around the seal colony. So like always, if you come into New Zealand, respect the rules. All the seals here just lying on all the rocks, all the way around. Don't be that person that then goes to the other side, tries to get close to them. They do get aggressive. You can hurt them and damage them and scare them away from their babies, etc, etc. So don't be that dickhead. So these are the New Zealand fur seals. Absolutely beautiful looking things. They can be aggressive, so yeah, as we said, just stay away from them, right?
Generally the males are actually closer to the path, and the mums and their pups are further out onto the rocks, so yeah, just be careful. Just behind us, we'll flip the camera in a second, you can actually see one on the grass. So this is what I mean about being cautious, because obviously you expect them to be on the rocks, but these two here, look, they're just on the grass having a wee roll around, having a wee play. But yeah, just make sure you don't get in between them and the ocean, because they move pretty quick. So cute.
Having a good scratch.
Yeah.
So a little trick for you as well is this first bay that you see the seals in is the best bay to find the most incredible shells. Every single time we come down here, we've come down here with the kids and we spend lots and lots of time here. There's lots and lots of shells, nice power shells and kinner shells and all sorts of shells here. So take your time, walk along the coast and spend a bit of time looking around this area. Just yet again be mindful of seals and where you step. As we mentioned about how cool this first beach is for rocks and things, just picked this up, and as you can see, there's a cool fossil. Take your time to observe these rocks. It's a geologist's bloody wonderland down here. And as I said, if you bring the kids down here, you can spend a lot of time just finding some really interesting shells and things for them to look at. So it's well and truly worth coming down here. Oh, so these are power, just spotted one. These ones here, absolutely unbelievable shells. Not sure if it's going to pick it up on the camera. Absolutely beautiful, found here in New Zealand. There's pink variations as well. Catch that in the light. Absolutely amazing things. So these get hunted here in New Zealand. Powers get hunted here in New Zealand, all on the coastlines here. They're like a mollusk that sticks to the rocks. You take them off, but they are very heavily protected here, so they've got to be of certain sizes in order to take them. If you take juvenile ones, there's massive penalties here in New Zealand. So it's a way to keep our fishery stocks pretty tip top. I think Loz has found the best one of the day so far. Look at the shine on that. There was a woman who just walked past us, and she goes, "Oh, you found a power shell." I was like, "Yeah, it's quite a few."
Just have to look.
Yeah, she's been desperately looking, and we found quite a few. Now we're looking for some starfish. These buggers tend to be under big rocks.
Big giant slabs. Lift them up.
So look in the pool, so you'll see a big slab of rock in the middle of the pool. Lift that up. Most of the time there is a big starfish under there, or a big crab. Bloody hell, this one. Let's go! 20 minutes later, we're still here. So we're going to sort that shit out and keep moving on and take you to the second largest seal colony now. We've just coming up to the second seal colony now, and as you can see, there are seals right here on the track. They're very, very good at camouflaging just with the dirt that's on the rocks. So be mindful, as you can see here, Lauren here is having to walk between two, an extremely large male, and there's a female one just asleep there. So just be mindful when you are coming through here to look where you're stepping. Big boy. So it just arrived at that second largest seal colony. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, really close up to the track. As you can see, there's a massive male here, little baby right in front of it. So you've got to be careful at this time of the year because they sleep with their young, and if you get too close to them, they will spark up. There's a lot of weight to them, but they do move pretty damn quick over short distances. So please be mindful. This one over there's got asthma. So it does get popular around here. For good reason. Tiny little baby.
So little.
I think it's the size of a cat. Some beautiful rock structures here as well. Fascinating to look at. Very unique. So we've now finished at that, the largest seal colony. So you continue following the track along, and the next section you actually come to is the bird nesting site. Now, usually at this point you'd be able to hear them, which tells me at this time of the year they're not nesting. But if you come here at certain times, from memory, it's that spring, summertime, there's an area that's fenced off. All the nesting birds are here, and this place is definitely loud. So if you have a fear of birds, or you bring young children, it is paramount you stay onto the track because they do dive bomb. They get pretty damn aggressive, super loud, but at this time of the year it's okay. There is none at the moment, so it is. Thank you. Lauren's petrified of birds, so it works quite nicely. But yeah, just look out off to the right hand side by the water's edge over here during times of nesting, and you can observe them from the comfort of the path. Yeah, we're just looking at how low this tide is at the moment, and we're going, imagine there's a tsunami. And Lauren goes, wonder how fast you can climb up that.
You'd be surprised at how quick you could move, I reckon.
Tsunami's coming. She's like, there's probably an earthquake in Japan that we don't know about. That's why it's coming.
Hopefully not, but
the shit we talk about, eh?
You missed me almost falling over, actually.
Alright, so that's it. We're now back to where we started. Right at the back of the car. We're now just going to take a moment, have a drink before starting the 2 hours back to Christchurch. Right, so we're back at the car after that walk. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We're just sitting here now enjoying a drink, looking over the ocean, taking some time before our 2 hour drive back to Christchurch. Hope you guys have enjoyed this this short little video, the Kaikoura Peninsula Walkway. If you guys are thinking about doing this in summer, we highly recommend you do. You'll absolutely love it year round. It's a beautiful spot to come to if you've got enough time on your hands, which unfortunately we don't today because we're about to head back to Christchurch. Head on into Kaikoura, go and try one of the nice eateries there, go for a walk on the beach, get some fish and chips, whatever. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next one. Like always, like and subscribe to our channel. Like always, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Apart from that, we'll see you guys on the next one. Until next time, cheers.